if you use YIN, which is the no fight principle, really I don't like that no fight, like going belly up, but what I mean is just going the route of not going against, like just like you don't resist. See, you don't resist to the point is that you make a breakthrough. Not only you have made this breakthrough, but the opposing force makes a breakthrough. And see, if you are yin, which is woman, right? Woman is usually it. Um, that's something you need to learn. That's one thing you need to learn, right? I need to learn. Everybody needs to learn. As a woman, it could be a vital thing. That the breakthrough, you could talk about birthing. That's a big thing that some people might be afraid and they just won't do it, right? That might be my excuse, but really no. If I'm afraid, it's just like I'm afraid of ruining somebody else's life. That's a whole other life right there, and I don't see it any other way than that. Now, I see a lot of people that don't see it that way, and then they end up ruining other people, that fucking little tiny life. I mean, early that life is ruined because they're narcissists, picking it up and putting it down like a dolly, and acting like fools in front of it because they're all narcissists that don't know how to fucking talk to each other. Nothing about the truth is there. Somebody's making money and running that shit, and it happens. You just look at it close. And I hate to say it, but is it the narcissist that's making money? Not all the time. A lot of times it's just the empath that says, I'll take care of this whole thing. They're really working their own personal karma. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else but them. But they get a damn narcissist latching onto them, and then whatever, Shauna. Got a life? Got something going on? Yes, I do all the time, always. See, this is my video. I was like tripping out on how that. See, this is where I can't afford it anymore. I just can't. Each and every interaction that you have with, however minute or long period of time, whatever it is, you have a profound responsibility. There is nothing but learning that you need to do about yourself, and you have something to show them also equally as well. It is nothing but beneficial and goodness. Whatever it is, you never walk away as a loser. Some people don't live that way. And see, the thing is how did I end up living this way is I live very, very isolated. Right now, I'm feeling this wind coming through the door, and I'm thinking, which spirit is this? I'm that sensitive, and it's not the wind. It is a spirit. I have to be really careful. You do too, as humanity. This is where we're at. It's the last grab for this thing on the planet that says, no, I'm more real, right? I'm more real. No, you've been rendered into little babies and you're not doing life very well. It's hard to tell who is who. Right up to the very end when the Titanic snaps and big money is like, ah! Did we ever solve that in the first place? Maybe, maybe not. Will we ever figure out what happened to Twin Towers? Perhaps, maybe, huh? Nah. As long as we're ignorant of the yin, say maybe the benevolence that is there that is going, and this is the way you're going to treat that open space that you have, an opportunity to do better. That's all it is, and that's what, hey, I'm just speaking from what I've been observing now for over my life. It's like, wait a minute, and that intelligence right there isn't letting itself down. That's the only way it works. That's the only way it works. It's like, no, wait a minute. I can't move away from being me, which is just yin, which is what? Scientifically, they talk about it. I'm not a biased person either, but we're looking at this thing going on the planet, and it's like, and I'm getting an echo. It's coming back to me. In fact, yes, there's a non-human presence here. Psychologists say it. Fucking Sam Backman is talking about it. He's saying. And then the study that I have done, I've read some books, believe it or not. I'm not just a schizophrenic talking here. that have said, well, in fact, Buddhism is talking about this, pointing right at it. By the way, did you notice the non-human information field that you have to conquer in order to become a master? Very hocus pocus in the West, and as far as the mind is concerned, and narcissists, oh, you're up there with them, right? With the narcissist. And it's like, fuck, no, really, if you are achieved, if you have enough meditation under your belt, and you have you have felt the difference between, see how lightly that door just shut? Thank you. You have felt the difference between mind and reality, which includes what your body's up to. People that are preoccupied with mind, which is most likely other minds. This is the thing that some of us can see, that it's just sick that people can't get away from each other for any amount of time enough to figure out how to start finding a different point of view that is more respectful, not only to yourself, but now we're going to respect others. And say, no, this is your space and you have a right to this space. Make a breakthrough. It is like, it's not just something you say, you can't ever destroy it. That's the thing, is like, you can't ever destroy it. As much as you keep going along the beauty of its arena, like the walls, and just doing graffiti and pounding on it and saying, you're not real, and it's like, but so you're doing that. See, we know your immaturity. You're just doing that, that whole act, because you're trying to be more real than the truth. That it's like, well, what if we're both here? What if we're both real? What's both? The illusion of mind, and then the fact of reality and the truth. See, nobody is saying that the mind doesn't exist and that there isn't a false information field. Nobody said there isn't an illusion to deal with. In fact, that is a truth that is there. That's the onion. You peel onions, and then pretty soon they go away. A lot of truths are like that. It's great. That's why you want to do it. It's like, oh, well, thank God I took that so seriously. Woo! And it's like, guess what? Your body's the same way.